It's the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coach's Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's on 1019 100.5, 1450 WGNSSports.com and Big G TV.
And this portion of the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coach's Corner brought to you by, guess what? Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, family owned and operated since 1977. Get the best service with Prentice Allsup Heating and Air online at PrenticeAllsup.com. And joining me on the program, we've got Smyrna coach Lonnie Drayton, the Smyrna girls head coach. And Lonnie, how are you today?
Hey, pretty good. No voice, but
you never have a voice. Never.
I know. I mean, like I say all the time. I used to be able to sing really well to my wife, and that's how I got her. But, those days are done.
You have had the craziest year. I'm just going to tell you. I never know what to expect from the Lady Bulldogs.
That's right.
You had a tough loss against Blackman, lost to Stewart's Creek, then you win over Riverdale and you beat Laverne.
Right.
Do you ever know which Smyrna team's going to show up? Because it's just amazing.
It is we are very up and down. The funny thing about us is our defense is really, they're really learning right now.
Yes.
They're really learning adjustments. They, even in the horrible Blackman loss during the ice storm, we still, kept them down as far as points were concerned. Our problem is we cannot at times buy a basket.
Yeah.
It's like a lid. It is unbelievable. And then, like last night, we had kids come out and hit 5 or 6 threes, and they just catch fire. So
yeah.
It's unbelievable how unpredictable we are sometimes.
I'm going to ask you, is it frustrating, or is it sometimes you have that feeling of, wow, if they could just put it together every single game like that? I mean, how do you feel about that?
It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
It is definitely frustrating, and a lot of the things with our girls is we're actually, steady teaching. All the coaches, we're in practice, we're teaching. I even saw one of the coaches, took a player aside, 20 minutes before the game started yesterday, and was teaching fundamental, shooting techniques, because all of a sudden the kid has changed her shooting in the middle of the season. And so she was pulled aside, and she was being instructed, so we're a program where we are steadily teaching. We are steadily, having to teach all the time. But, it is frustrating, kids, but the cool thing about it is the fact that they continue to show up and want to learn and are very coachable and want to get better. So it's awesome. It's not a I know everything mentality, at Smyrna. These kids are, if you say something, they know, we preach it. It's out of love. So I'm not ever telling you anything that won't lead you to failure. So, if you try it, if you listen, if you adapt and adjust, it's going to be something positive come out for you.
Well, you're a positive guy, and you've made some great strides in this program. And a lot of people, you coach softball too, but a lot of people would not do what you do. But it's amazing to see how they've come a long way. And I just sometimes, Lonnie, I just think you're that close, just that close of really getting the complete turnaround that you want. And but you're starting to get some athletes in there too, and you're starting to get some girls that want to play and want to learn. And I know you're proud of that.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. We got, by the grace of God, we got a transfer in, a kid from, with the rezoning. She came from Stewart's Creek. She was a freshman last year at Creek, and she came to us as a sophomore, and she's our starting point guard, Dakota Payton. She's tough on herself because she's young, but she's just a dog mentality, and she's a great kid, to have around. So, that kid comes in, and then a freshman that came in from Smyrna Middle that, maybe was overlooked a little bit, but, she's a 6-foot guard, and she's steadily learning all the time, Amia Carter. And, she's one of those kids that I think has the potential to maybe go mid-major college basketball. With her size and her length and, her athleticism, I believe she's going to do big things. And then the kids that we got back, right now, we got a junior, Sanaya Dalton, that just is shooting she's just one of those kids that's a gym rat. Unfortunately, she's got to work sometimes and do different things to provide. But if she wasn't, if she didn't have to work, I believe she'd spend 24 hours in a basketball gym. That's one of those kids that just shooting and shooting and shooting. And, Jakaya Herrera, those kids, she's just tenacious. We just got those kids right there that, maybe don't have everything given to them, all the opportunities, but, they make the most of the opportunities that they are given. So it's really awesome to watch them strive and watch them, when they get a little success, how, they stay humble and, just keep coming back to the next opportunity. So it's pretty awesome.
We sometimes forget, too, that kids have other obligations that a lot of people don't know about. You're a person in the stands, you're watching the game, and you don't realize that maybe they worked 4 hours here, 4 hours there, or and can't just have the time even to go AAU and that kind of thing. There's struggles for that, and we forget about that sometimes.
Right, and people don't understand that. I'm glad you just said that. We've got kids that have to work, that have to, some of our kids actually have to help their families. And so that's one of the reasons that we practice early in the morning. We practice every day. And, I'm thankful to our principal. She gave me first period basketball so our girls can get there, have a gym, and we practice before school every morning. And they have an opportunity to go home at night and be at work at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. And, just that little time frame right there, it makes all the difference for some of these kids to be able to have an opportunity to play.
Lonnie,
coach. Huh?
Lonnie Drayton, our guest, I wanted to mention, it looks like when in your games, if you are having a good offensive night, you can beat just about anybody because you do hold them to like in the 40s and some in the 30s. Held Laverne to 36, and I know that's always a big game against Laverne and the Riverdale game. So there are some really bright spots that you can kind of point to get ready for this district tournament that's coming up. You've got you're home against Stewart's Creek on Friday the 13th, and you go to Oakland on Tuesday. February 17th, and then Siegel. So you got 3 pretty good, tough games coming up, and you got. But it's a moment to learn from it and get better.
That's right. Yeah, and it's going to be fun. And like our girls, like we talked about last night after the game, it doesn't stop. We have to keep striving to get better. Those are very, very, very well coached teams that we're about to play in the next, and then leading into the district tournament. But the district tournament is at Smyrna, so why not us?
Right, right, exactly. And the atmosphere there can be pretty awesome. That gym, it's a beautiful gym, but it's kind of, you're enclosed in there. It kind of reminds me of the old gyms we used to have where the crowd's kind of on top of you.
Exactly.
And where the bleachers are in the front. It kind of gives for a great atmosphere for a tournament.
It is awesome, yeah, and up until a couple of years ago, we had the parquet floors and you remember? The wooden bleachers. And, I'm nostalgic. I played during those times right there, so I appreciate the old school gym appearance right there. But we've got a very new school appeal, so. You
got the best of both worlds, really.
That's right.
When it comes to the gym.
The light shows, the laser shows that we bring in, So I don't know if you've seen it yet. You're going to have to come come and see the new laser show where the players' faces as they do the starting five are on the court, the full court.
Oh, I bet Jeff Shipley goes wild when that happens.
That guy, yeah. I mean, he's even up, bad hip and all. He's up there.
Oh yeah, I know about bad hips. I pray for him every day.
That's right.
Lonnie, I want to tell you, I like things that are happening at Smyrna. Good luck in the district tournament coming up, and good luck in these next 3 games.
Hey, I appreciate it. We appreciate everything you guys do. Thanks so much.
All right, Lonnie Drayton, head coach of the Smyrna girls, getting them playing well. This portion of the show brought to you by Craig's Tax Service, specializing in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Find out more at CraigsTaxService.com.
Frank.